there, my name is Leaf, and let's talk about Eufuria 2025.
Where the furry come?
Shooter, I'm in the overtime, like
it's good. Is it good? Is it not good? I don't know. I'll let you know until I watch these playback because they don't have any contact lenses in.
Unless you're super familiar with Northeast conventions, you probably haven't heard of Eufuria before. And that's because it's a relatively newer con, just starting in, I think, 2023. I'll fact check myself on the screen if I'm wrong. But the thing that really drew me to this convention is that it's local to me. I've never been to a con where I can just drive 15 minutes down the highway and I'm there. It was amazing. I didn't have to stay at a hotel or anything. I'd wake up in my own bed, pop my clothes on and get my suit, go to the con. It was such a unique experience and it honestly was amazing. But that's not really what you're here to hear about. You want to see the good stuff. That being said, here is my recap and thoughts on Eufuria 2025.
I made a little tiny doodle for someone who made me a little picture and a goodie bag, so I decided that I was gonna make something for them. I think I'm gonna trim off this ridiculous giant right part right here. Oh yeah, much better haircut.
We're at the Furry Con, in the Furry Con parking lot, into the elevator of the Furry Con. Going up. C1. That's where he told us to go.
We made it to the con. I'm with my autism water bottle.
Eufuria is a 3-day con, so it doesn't have anything going on Sunday. It's Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Hopefully the con can get big enough where they do have a Sunday and it's like a full con, but it makes sense because the con is so small right now. And you can really feel that in the actual event hall because man, it is so tiny. The tiniest little con I've ever been to. There's only 2 floors of this con. It was kind of fun if I'm gonna be honest. Like I didn't feel like the space was too cramped. It was perfect for the amount of people that actually attended. So I had no problems with how small the convention was. I do prefer smaller cons as opposed to bigger ones, so.
Oh, there goes Eric! The main events hall. This is my fit for the day. Do you like it? Am I beautiful?
Yeah.
Thank you. Look at the ceiling.
When I'll be here. The first
2:15. Moochie, I'm doing the vlog. You want to say hi? Are you allowed to be in the vlog? Moochie music! Moochie music. I need to go get a bucket soon. I can't shut this off. Turn it off!
So that day I tried to fit with like the solar pump theme on Thursday, and I think my outfit was pretty cool if I'm being honest. But what I didn't expect was to get stopped by a couple of people at different times. One was like, I didn't even put my fursuit on yet, and I was just walking around exploring the con, and someone comes up to me and they're like, hi, here. I was like, what? So this beautiful artwork is from, I'll put their username up on the screen. I hadn't even been there for 5 minutes. It was so funny. It was so beautiful. I like freaked out. So thank you again. I love it. I'm gonna laminate this and put this on my wall. I'm gonna do that for all the art I got this convention. And then the other piece of art was from Coco. Coco made a little goodie bag for me and a couple other fursuiters that were on the con. And it's just, look at her. She's so cute. Coco was really sweet. They came up to me and found me like near the end of the day, but it was still really cool because like the goodie bag had like stickers and stuff. I gave them the artwork that I made. It was so cool. Oh, I love furries. Y'all are so creative.
Look at these idiots playing idiot games. Playing idiot games on their idiot magic. But this one moves, so it's cool. I don't even know what that is.
It feels like a slur.
It does kind of sound like a slur. I raised $18 for charity. This, you could say I'm the best ever.
Oh, I forgot. I did a drop-off commission to one of the staff members, and it was really cool because I got to see him open it like right in front of me, and he was like, yeah! And he wore it for the whole con. So every time I saw him walking around, I was like, hehehe.
We got chicken strips at the convention. The important things. You show up your yeah, the tater tots.
I had a secret knot stick in mine.
Oh, that's right. Secret mozzarella stick. Secret mozzarella stick. I'm really tired.
Now we gotta talk about, honestly, one of my favorite parts of the whole con. The Bucket Brigade! If you know, you know. If you were there for it, you know what I'm talking about. Basically, it was just the charity bucket. I volunteered to help out at the con by going around in Fursuit with a big bucket of like charity donations. And I'll be honest, I was super nervous about this at first. But yeah, the staff were so cool. And basically what we did is we just went around the space. It was either just me and a staff member, or it was another fursuiter and another staff member, and we would go around and basically be like, give us money! It was really, really fun, and I did that for all 3 days of the con. Shout out to Flint. I love you. You are so cool. Thank you for being my handler and just kind of like walking behind me being like, and then like losing you as you get kidnapped by your friends was also really funny too. Help, I'm unsupervised in the shopping aisle. Also shout out to Kona. I love you. I love your suit. You're so chill and cool.
Shut up. The haul from yesterday. It's the morning. They gave me stickers that were actually for Moochie, but Moochie also got stickers, so I kept them in the panelist patch. And I got the panelist patch up and stickers and some beautiful art from some, oh my god, from some wonderful people.
Ooh, the dealer's den. So something I kind of forgot to mention about Eufuria is that it's an 18+ convention. That was new for me. I've never been to an 18+ convention, and it was a little bit worrying at first because I'm not super into like the dark side of the fandom, if you know what I mean. I guess it's interesting because I'm not very public about that stuff, and people who are public about that stuff, it kind of makes me a little bit uncomfortable. But me personally, I'm a little more conservative about my private life, so it's just, I don't know, I'm just not used to it. So the dealer's den was really, really tiny, but it was really cool because you really got to talk to a lot of these local artists. I didn't talk to many of them, more like my partner did. Zero Remnants was there. I got a lot of stuff from them. Actually, I built Leaf on one of their balaclavas, and something I was not prepared for. Being an 18+ con means that an NSFW side of the fandom is out on display. It was really funny. Like, you turn the corner, oh, there's the adult toy section. Just there. Oh, look at that. I have the humor of a middle school boy. I've been to 18+ sections at other conventions, and I'm just like, the whole time. It's ridiculous.
First one I just played, that was called Breath of Life. That's actually the title track for the album. This album's kind of an amalgamation of just a bunch of things I've made throughout the past couple years.
And wrapping up Thursday, something we had all been looking forward to was Moochie Music, my dear friend Moochie's album debut. I made the art for their poster. I think it turned out really cool, even though the fingers on the saxophone are not in the right places at all. Don't worry about it. So many people showed up for that. It was actually really awesome. And it was fun. They did covers, they did originals. I know they've been working on this for like a super long time. I'll drop their links below if you're interested in their music.
Out of shape. Nowadays, I'm smart enough to know I'm not in shape enough to do it anymore, but
I'm making the vlog.
I would still give it a try if I had to.
No! Beyblade, little rip! I keep hitting my shoe. Beyblade. Where we ended up, we're trying to get to our parking spot.
Came through the door. I don't know.
What the fuck? Oh my god, it's just really small.
Shake the camera a little bit.
we are shooting as Bean today. Friday was an interesting day. I decided I was gonna full suit as my character Bean. That was a choice. I have not full suited at a con since 2022, and it was sweaty. It was really sweaty, and I kind of hated it, if I'm being honest. I was really excited at first. I was like, yes, full suiting, I'm fully in character. It was so hard to move around, especially doing the bucket brigade. I was like, I tried so hard to like exaggerate my movements and be a character. I just don't have the stamina to perform in a full suit. Like, I kind of came to the decision that I might be selling Bean off both as a character and a suit. I'm not entirely sure yet. And if I do, I probably want it to go to like a close friend or a mutual. I'm still thinking about it. This is not 100%. And he is an older suit, so I'm not sure if selling him is the best idea because he has been around since 2021. Boys last con? I don't know, but love him anyway. Friday was just kind of more of a chill day. My friend came who had never come to a furry con before. Actually, I dragged two of my friends out to this con who both had never been to a furry con before. As far as I know, they had a great time. I haven't gotten any complaints yet. We're making your fursona be. We're making it soon. And then it was time for the dance comp. My favorite event at any single furry convention. I cannot miss it. I love the dance comp.
I just wanna be here, walking like an animal. I just wanna teach you, bring you to let's lose control and utterly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't wanna fight butterflies out of sight, out of my mind. I just wanna taste your child stuff. I just wanna taste your. I just wanna taste your child stuff. I just wanna taste your. I just wanna
Fursuiters who can dance are like low-key all of them are my fursuit crushes because I'm like, I could never do that. I'm so impressed and amazed by them. It's just so cool. At the end, so after we were done, my partner and my friend Moochie went to go to Goji's set, who's a DJ, who's really cool, and they both love him very much. Me and my friend set up our Eufuria campout.
We here at the Eufuria campout night. Not official or anything, it's just us camping in the woods. And we got the beans, not affiliated, beans over the fire, baby. We gonna roast some. Oh, I gotta stir that. It's really getting hot. We got some hot.
So we have it directly on the fire.
Yeah, that's also true. Don't. I got it.
We didn't even have alcohol or anything. It was just fun. We just bickered and bantered and threw sticks into the fire. I slept so good. My partner slept so bad. Okay, it's time for a serious topic. I didn't want to talk about Eufuria without talking about the one big issue I have with it. And that was its guest of honor. Hearthfox is an artist and she's the creator of Wiggle Fox, who is this little puppet. But Hearthfox themselves have been in some like hot water for the past couple of years. Mostly on their stance on certain types of not safe for work that not everybody in the fandom agrees on, including myself. I'm not a big fan of them being chosen for guest of honor for Eufuria personally because I know that the people who run it probably know about the controversy. So it was a bit of a point of like turmoil for me because I actually got to meet Hearthfox face to face, and if they're watching this video, I genuinely had a very pleasant interaction with you. And Their speech at the closing ceremony genuinely made me tear up a little bit because they shared the story of why they made their little puppet Wiggle Fox, and they shared about, you know, friends that have passed and all that stuff, and it was really, really sweet and really, really touching. Now, I don't know if Heartfox still has those same beliefs that they held back when they made those Twitter posts. It could totally be a case of like, oh, I made stupid Twitter posts back in the day. But I don't know. Can I still interact with them respectfully? Sure. Do I think they were a good choice for guest of honor? No. And I'm surprised there wasn't more controversy. I think anyone who thinks that certain type of not safe for work is okay should not be spotlighted in our fandom. Anyway, let's get that out of the way.
It is the last day of Eufuria, and I caved and bought this guy from the from the dealer's head because I kept seeing him all week, and I'm like, oh my god, I need him, I need him, I need him. And I'm so glad because this is actually a beanie buddy, and I have the beanie baby of the exact same kind. And I'm so happy. He's so cute. He's coming home with me. No, we're waiting for the Fursuit parade, and I'm so excited. I'm by myself today, which is fine. But yeah, look at the con. It's so pretty. It's so lovely. We love Albany. Epic and cool.
Ooh, let's talk about the photo in the parade. So the photo was fun. We took a big group picture. It took forever. And then we did the Fursuit parade. This is only the second Fursuit parade I've ever been in, but it was so short. It was so sweet. It was wonderful. We just went around the hotel. I got to meet a few people like in the line. It was kind of cool. Like the person behind me were mutuals. Oh, I got to see Rowan. So Rowan and I are like Twitter mutuals, but every time like I'd post about going to a con, Rowan's like, hey, I'm going there, let's say hi. And I'm like, yeah, dude, let's say hi. And so my other friends know Rowan and then whatever, and like we've never actually met each other at a con. I think it's because Rowan is so into like the dance culture of the furry con, and I'm kind of like just doing my own thing, wandering around. It just hasn't happened. So I got to meet Rowan for like 5 seconds walking by, and we were like, hey! And it was so funny. And then I didn't see them again after that, except in like the dance comps and stuff. Love you, Rowan. You're so cool. I hope we can actually have a conversation one day. Look at that, look at that. After the Fursuit parade. Woo! Hi, we're in floor time. We're at the table, and I hit my head. Ooh.
You have matching concussions.
I do. You didn't hit your head though.
I'm lying.
I love seeing everybody's feet from under the table. I don't think there's anyone else under the table. This is fun. Is this the entire panel? This is great. And then at the very end of the con, there was the charity auction, which I actually got to be a runner for. This was not really planned. It was just kind of like them asking, hey, who wants to be a runner? And I was like, okay. So I got to kind of like show off the items that were being auctioned and run around and be really silly. I don't know how to describe it. It was kind of a breakthrough moment for me. I dropped something and it was all played off as like, oh, not a stupid mistake. It was just like, ah ha ha, the silly cat dropped something. And I was like, wait, whoa. Hey, baby. Ugh. Let's say hi to the baby real quick. She's annoying. I can't kiss you because I got a big cat costume on. Do you love it? She does not love it. She says, actually, I hate you. Yeah, the charity actually went really good. I think all the stuff got sold It was really fun. Yeah, very fun. Okay, I made a list of people that I wanted to talk about that I met at this con. Just kind of say like, hi, I love you, and if you're watching this, I love you so much. First is Flint, obviously. I love you, Flint. You're amazing, and you made my con so much fun, and thank you for walking around with me. I already said that. Whatever. You already got your spot. Whatever. Oh my god. And then I want to mention Fork. I love Fork so much. Fork was so funny. I saw them after the charity action, not knowing it was them, and they're like, hi. Hi, you're so cool. And I was like, hee, thanks, little thing. I was like, who are you? Fork hosted the dance comp, which I didn't even know was Fork. And then they started, was it backflips or cartwheels? They started doing something in the middle of the charity auction. I think it was because the bid was going, they should start doing like cartwheels or flips or something. It was crazy. It was crazy. They were crazy. Yeah, Fork was awesome. I met Fork for like 5 seconds, and I already love Fork so much. We should definitely hang out next con. I also met a person named Aspen Coyote. We kept running into each other at the con. Like, we didn't purposefully hang out, but we ended up just like talking a lot because we ended up going to like the same events and stuff. I met them when I was doing the charity bucket, and they had like a spinny wheel. It was that person, if you know who they are. Really fun to hang out with you. Oh, I don't even know who this person's name is. I just wrote green because they had a green suit. I did not. And I looked at their Instagram profile and I still don't know what your name is. Anyway, you were cool. Oh yes, and especially Coco. I already talked about Coco. I love Coco. Super amazing, talented artist. Currently making a monkey fursuit, which is so cool. I cannot wait to see how that goes. I got to see Kitsune again. Who I didn't know was Kitsune. Well, I didn't remember their name because I'm stupid. Kitsune was a super special person to run into because I vended next to them at Furrydelphia, and we were like artist booth buddies, and they were like a super chill, awesome person. And for some reason, I just kind of lost like their contact information. They were like, "Hi, Leaf," and I'm like, "Do I know you?" And then they mentioned the artist alley, and I was like, "Oh!" So I hope you are doing good, Kitsune. I loved getting to see you again. And I hope you were doing good and that all of your vending endeavors go well. And I love you, and I hope to see you at Furrydelphia, and I will buy stuff from you. I will give you money. Take my money. Oh, Sunshine! If you know of Eufuria at all and you follow them, you know who Sunshine is. Sunshine is the bat who runs all like the TikToks and makes the videos. Basically their unofficial mascot at this point, besides the purple raccoon. I got to be a runner with Sunshine, and they were just so like, yay, hi, I'm a runner. And I was like, I've never met you, hi, I love you already. The moments where we did interact were just so lovely, and I loved hanging out with them. And I love you, Sunshine. You were so cool, and I cannot wait for next Eufuria and to see all your little videos on the internet. Oh, and then Artie. Artie was so lovely. Just like the sweetest, most helpful person ever, and really obsessed with the Minecraft movie for some reason. For some reason, the Minecraft movie was like a whole theme at this con, and during the charity action, I go up to them and I'm like, hi, where do I go? And they're like, oh honey, come on, I know where you're gonna be. And they were just so lovely and so helpful. I love Artie. Oh, and then I got to meet Tommy. Like I said, I'm obsessed with dance furries, and I love all of them. Tommy, I've been seeing at like Furrydelphia for the past few years, and then at Eufuria. Tommy's just such an interesting character and really cool person to me. They're just so lovely. So to get like a picture with them and have like a little interaction, we were like, and it was just such a pleasure. If he's watching this, just such a pleasure meeting you and getting to take a picture with you. You were so cool. This is Editor Leaf coming to you live. I forgot to mention one other person I would like to shout out, and that was Joey. Joey, we met each other at the sketchbook swap. And they drew this super cute piece for me. Look at her. That's me. That's the Bucket Brigade. Shout out to Joey. Love you so much. You are such an amazing little bean, and we should definitely hang out next con. Hell yeah. So now here's my overall thoughts on Eufuria as a whole. It's a little con, it's a little tiny, but it's got huge energy. There's so much going on. The community feels so tight-knit because a lot of us are locals and a lot of us are Northeast, and because it's such a small con, you see the same people over and over again. And I had such a great time just meeting people and meeting local people, especially people who are from Troy and Cohoes and Menands, and I'm like, I know where those are. Talking about places like Stewart's, like hell yeah, like no one else at these furry cons even knows what that is. It's so amazing. Another thing that I did at this con was I volunteered for the first time, and honestly, it was so cool. It was so awesome. I got to meet so many people I wouldn't have if I hadn't volunteered, and it was just kind of on a whim. Very rewarding experience, and I would love to volunteer even more next year. So something that was really special about this con for me is I feel like for the very first time I really got to experience what it's like feeling escapism and freedom when wearing a fursuit. Like I mentioned earlier at the charity auction, I messed up and then I was counting the stickers that I had dropped to make sure they were all there. Like the announcer was like, hey, you counting them? And I was like, and everyone just kind of chuckled. And I was like, what? I'm not being obnoxious. This is not seen as too much. I made a mistake, but it's kind of being played off as cute. And you know, while I'm walking around showing things off, I'm like, I'm being eccentric. I'm being kind of over the top and obnoxious. And people, instead of kind of scowling at me, they're smiling and giggling and they're being like, oh, the kitty. There's kind of this more self-conscious aspect that I get when I wear this costume and other costumes. It's almost like, okay, people are watching me because I have this big stupid thing on my head. I need to act silly, I need to act like I'm a character, but I also can't be obnoxious. And there's a fine line. And I don't think I was being obnoxious to a terrible degree, but I was a lot more out there and silly than I ever have been while wearing a fursuit, and it was received positively. I don't really know how to describe the feeling. Right, Chicky? You're already wearing a fursuit. You're covered in hair, my stinky little beast. And I'll be honest, I'm a huge attention whore. Growing up, I was super quiet, super anxious, did not draw attention to myself. But there was a part of me that kind of wanted attention. I just was too anxious to do anything to get that attention. And when I did do something to get that attention, it was almost always received negatively. And kind of for the first time, with my face shielded and just being a silly goofy cat, that was like a totally acceptable thing to do. And it felt really good, and like, I don't know, I guess this is what people say when they say like fursuiting is a freeing magical experience, because I've always had a lot of anxiety when fursuiting, and this is kind of the first time that I haven't. So I have Eufuria and putting myself out there to volunteer to thank for that. Hi! Are you joining me? That was my Eufuria 2025. Amazing con. Would definitely recommend, especially if you like slower, calmer cons that still have a whole lot to do with a very tight-knit community of locals. Even if you're not a local, come down to Albany, come check it out. It's not the safest city. It's not like the greatest location, but it's home to us, and there's lots of things you can do surrounding the area. And hey, if you ever need a tour, hit me up next Eufuria. I want to give a huge thank you to the staff at Eufuria again for putting on such a wonderful event. It really meant so much that I could help out. What? I'm trying to be sentimental. Thanks for watching if you made it this far. As always, love you all, stay safe, and I'll see you next time.